What's up, Jason? Why are you saying die? How's everyone doing today? Oh, I love you too, Jason. Everyone, you see Donked in the chat, the moderator? Go subscribe to his channel. If 50 of you subscribe to him, that'll be like 25% of his subs. Or more. I don't know how much he has. He makes good videos. Sasha, you said, what do you think the meaning of life is? Probably whatever you make out of it. Like we all create our own purpose. Everyone go sub to Donked. The guy with the blue name. I wish I could play some music. I think I can. If I put it on my TV inside, you might be able to hear it. For real, Jason, we need to hang out, bro. I'm low-key only live streaming right now just because I've been kind of lonely. Like, since it's snowing and I don't really know anybody near where I live, I kind of, I don't know, I don't see very many people. I appreciate everything you do. Hell yeah, MSev. Thanks for the donation, man. Jason, when do you want me to come over? Chico said, do you have any black friends? I can't remember the last time I saw a black person, like, in real life. It's kind of crazy. It's because I live in the middle of nowhere. Hey, someone ask a question. I want to do like a question and answer. Because I don't know what to talk about if, you know, if I'm just sitting here. I mean, I'm just sitting on my porch. What am I going to talk about, you know? But if you ask questions, I can answer. How do you deal with guilt? I guess it depends what you feel guilty about. Oh, Jason asked, what is my favorite memory together with him? Honestly, I think favorite memory is just any of the times we would skateboard in the middle of the night and like listen to 347 Aiden, one AirPod in, skating around in Kalema. kind of just doxed you. I guess you don't live there anymore. Dude, I was thinking about that today. I want to get back into skateboarding. Like when it gets nicer out. I haven't done it in a while. I feel like it'd be fun. Yeah, when we climbed the abandoned school and spray painted the top of it. That was fun. It's so cold out. My nose is getting red. Yeah, that would be sick. A half pipe. Yo, Jason, do you have UFC 5 on your PlayStation? I've been playing it lately, and I want to play with you. And also, I've been live streaming. I live streamed once from my PlayStation, and I figured out you can hear my mic on the stream, and then if you were in a party with me, then they could hear your voice on the stream. So we could just like fight in UFC and have a conversation. And it would be like a live stream. It'd be fun. Bro, I'm low-key kind of good at UFC. I've been playing it more. I'm gonna put some music on inside, and I'll come back, and there'll be music. Yo, look at my fit. It's funny as hell. I got jorts on with this. What's up, Natsu? It's kind of funny to wear jorts when it's like snowing out. Yeah, Jason, they don't like it, but it's funny. It boosts my engagement. Do you, he said, do you believe in manifestation and the law of assumption? Oh, shit. Yeah, I do. Well, you should read the Kabbalion. It talks about the laws of the universe and also meditating. If you gain an awareness of really what reality is, of what energy is, and you can learn how you are seeing the world and how it's literally affecting what your reality is your own perception. So by changing your own perception, you change your reality. And if you can understand that, then you understand the power that you have over your reality. What did Hamza predict, Verge? Someone said, how many cigarettes do you smoke a day? Probably like 2 or 3. You say the hate because of my chain? Where did you get hate from? I feel like you're just kind of assuming based off my hat. What's up, Tristan? How you doing, man? I like how people see horns and they instantly think of a demon. Like that, you would think this is a demon hat, but it's just horns. It doesn't have to be demon. I kind of wish I had horns. Like 2 horns just go straight up right here. Oh, dude, that would go so hard. The song's by Skin Shape. Unknown, you said you deal with the critics well. Respect. I feel like I don't even have critics. Like, I don't have haters. I don't have fans. We're all just having an experience. So if someone comments and says, this guy is a douchebag, this guy has hateful energy, that has nothing to do with me. There's just a comment, you know? I mean, in all reality, none of you know anything about me, and I don't know anything about any of you. And just because someone comes off a certain way, if an energy is appearing in a certain form, that's just telling you the impression that you are having. It doesn't actually tell you anything about the person, if that makes sense. And this isn't just, it's not just like an online, it's in real life too. When you're having a conversation with someone, that doesn't tell you anything about the person. All it tells you is the conversation that's happening. In this way, we can never truly connect on like the deepest level because we're only ever seeing our own impression of the people. Been seeing number syncs lately? I always do. I see like 20 angel numbers a day. Naba said, why is it easy to do bad habits but hard to make a good habit? It kind of depends how you define a good and a bad habit. Oftentimes, the things we think are good for us, I don't know, because it depends from person to person and what your goals are. Like, to some people, a good habit might be the easiest thing to them because it's what comes naturally. So, I don't even know how to answer it. Did you upgrade the laptop? No. Yes, unknown, that's like my dream job. To be a therapist. You have a good day too, Paul. Any tips on how to calm down and be more relaxed? Breathe. Also, go outside. I don't like to talk about my age, Divinity. Because I feel like it doesn't have anything to do with me. What is phase 2, Kai? I'm 19, Divinity. Latso says, what does your life look like? It depends on the time. I feel like it's always changing. It's kind of hard to just say. How can you remove an obsessive thought? How do you deal with thoughts? I mean, I feel like thoughts are pretty natural to have. Maybe you should just get comfortable with being the observer of your thoughts, to disconnect and realize that you are not your thoughts. And then from that point, it no longer becomes a problem. And in fact, having thoughts is pretty interesting. Recently, I've been in a very thoughtless consciousness. I haven't really been thinking anything. And it's very peaceful, but it's also very boring at the same time. I feel like it's fun to use your thoughts to create energy that you want to experience. Hope that helps. Tell me about phase 2, Kai. I'm curious. Oh, are you talking about Yash, like spiritual renaissance? I know about that. His phase 1, 2, and 3. I've heard him speak about it. What are your goals? I don't really have any desires anymore. But if I did have a desire, it's to live somewhere warm, have my own apartment or house, and to have a piano in the living room and a pet cat, like raise a kitten and just live alone, go out, bathe in the sun, play some piano, make some music, spend time with my cat. I think that's like my ideal. Recognize my true potential. Kuzepe said, is that really what life is about? It's about whatever you make it, man. No one's gonna have the same goal. LS SWAT said, are you Catholic? Do you believe in Christ? I've met Yeshua and I have a relationship with Yeshua. I have an understanding of Yeshua and the energy that he embodied, but I don't subscribe to religion. Divinity says, do you think it's necessary to be in a sexual relationship? Nah. For real, Latso. Sarah says, how do you cope with loneliness? I feel like when you're alone, the up and down of life is the same as if you're with people. And then sometimes we're alone, we feel the down and we think, oh, it's because I'm alone. But really, no, that's just life. It's gonna go up and down. Whether you're alone or whether you have a relationship, it doesn't make a difference. What's up, Lucy? Bro, I missed you. What's up, Ryan Smith? Yeah, guys, I know about the bird feeder. James said, what is going on here? You're alive. You exist. And you're watching a YouTube live stream. Yo, Final Destination, you might want to check the victim mindset. You're not a victim. You didn't just get put here against your will. You're not a victim. Stormtrooper said, are your legs cold? Yes, they are. I'm freezing. What are your thoughts about confidence? How do you achieve it? I think it helps to just accept everything, accept yourself, accept life. I mean, if you fully accept yourself, it doesn't matter what anybody thinks about you, because your opinion is what matters most, because you're the one who's living your life. Like, don't give your power away to other people and care what they think about you, because that'll never end well, because people are always gonna say stupid shit. I'm telling you, like, you could literally think about this, they crucified Jesus, literally unconditional love embodied in a human being, and he still had haters. Jesus had haters. Do you understand that? So if you realize that people are always gonna say shit, it doesn't matter, just be yourself. Like, I'm gonna smoke one more for the stream, guys. That's funny. People are not gonna like that. Whatever. This is for you, Saikedo. Saikedo. This is for you. I hope you're happy. Yo, can we all pray for Final Destination in the chat? Let's all pray that he can find peace, or she, that they can find peace and love. Yo, Final Destination. Can you hear me? Say yes if you can hear me. I want to make sure you're actually listening. Final Destination, I want you to know, no matter how hard you think life is, no matter how lost and confused you are, or depressed and nihilistic, you don't want to wake up tomorrow, there's always a hand reaching out. There's always a hand, and it's right there, and all you have to do is take it. It's always there, I promise you. I've been in the same situation. I've been depressed before. I've been suicidal before. But there's always a hand, and you can always take it. So you guys can't hear the music? Yo, thank you, Liz. Jimmy says, do you hate women? No, I don't. Y'all gotta realize men and women are basically the same thing. Like, there's really not a big difference. Sure, we have different bodies. Sure, men have more testosterone. Sure, women can create children. But if you just look at a man's face and you look at a woman's face right by side, you'll see there's not a big difference. We're all just people. And we're not even limited by our vessel. So many of you guys, I swear, you think that this vessel, this body you have, you think this is what you are. You think that's you. But it's not at all. And as long as you think it's you, you're just gonna keep suffering, because this physical realm is destruction. Literally. Literally it is. So if you're so identified, you're just gonna keep suffering. You have to see what you are beyond. On the songs by Skin Shape. How can you love yourself? Why do you not love yourself? Like, can you find the reason that you don't? Why is chat being weird? Because my chats are always weird. I think it's just the energy I attract. Or maybe the collective consciousness is just on some whack shit. It's pretty trippy to realize that I'm directly interacting with the collective consciousness right now. Sage said, how do you feel about having online influence? I don't really know if I do, to be honest. You can tell I don't subscribe to the collective consciousness. What's your opinion on it? I don't know if you can just not subscribe to it. You're always a part of it. We're all sharing this. I think it just matters how much are you letting other people influence you. I'm kind of to a point where not very many people have any influence over me. So I can just like be myself and it doesn't really matter. And I feel like being yourself really makes it more interesting because like everyone's the same nowadays, you know? I think it's more fun to be a unique character and to be a character that is specific to you. I think that's a beautiful gift that we have, and a lot of people, they don't know about it. That you can truly just be whatever you want. You can look however you want. You could have any personality you want. Do you seclude yourself to be more authentic? Pretty much, yeah. For real, realist. Also, the people that are not as independent within their own character it almost feels like whenever, like, say someone's writing in my comments, it almost feels like people are just robots. Like, they're just doing automatic, like, they see something and they just can't help themselves but to respond a specific way. It's like a program. It feels like a lot of people are programmed and they don't actually have freedom to just act in any way in any moment. And I know that's how I used to be when I was on a different level of consciousness. I would just kind of be on autopilot and just automatically react. And you don't even realize, like, when you're in it, you don't realize you're being programmed or that you are. But then afterwards, you look back and you're like, whoa, I didn't even know. And so if I try to say it to people, they're not going to understand unless they've already stepped outside of the programming and have freedom. How does it feel having this knowledge? Yeah, it's a double-edged sword. With wisdom comes responsibility, in a sense. You have to be responsible for your own life, how you interact with what God is giving you, what the universe is feeding you. It's up to you how you respond to it, or if you get lost in it. Illuminate said, do you ever feel like you might completely float off into the ether? I have a couple times, but you always have the power to come back, at least so far. I mean, I've never gone so far into the pure consciousness that I just forget I even have a body. I think that's possible, but usually I just kind of dip my toes and then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go back. Can you feel energy through text? Sometimes. That's what I'm saying, Nepcorn. It does feel like AI. People don't feel real. At least not on the internet. People act weird. A says you shouldn't mess with the unseen. It's not our place as humans. I guess if you identify purely as a human, then that's true. But I don't identify as a human at all. Like, yes, I have a human body. I'm occupying a human body. Really, a human body is occupying me. Really, this experience is taking up my unseen consciousness right now. I could be floating off in space, but no, I'm here right now. But I don't identify purely as the experience and say this is what I am. No, I just see it as an experience because that's what it is. What do you think of this realm, the overall energy of it? It's such a mixed bag. Like, I feel like this realm, it could be heaven and it can be hell. And oftentimes it's both simultaneously sandwiched together. Heaven and hell as one is almost what this realm is. Myself said, this kid is the reason why bowling should be come back. Bro, bully me. Bully me. If you want to. Go ahead. For real, Raven. I find it funny though. Would you say this world is more heaven or hell? It's an equal balance, like yin and yang. It just depends where you are and who you are, what you create out of it. The world doesn't have to have as much influence over you or any if you don't think it does. If you're aware that, oh, it's just an experience. It's like a dream. Like, would you say a dream is heaven or hell? That's a weird question. It's a dream. It could be heaven, it could be hell, you know? What do you make out of it? What's up, Mystic KO? Dude, I'm gonna do a hobo come and stream. I'm gonna do one soon. Spider said, bro, got all the answers. I mean, if you ask a question, maybe I'll have an answer. If you're open to it. Or if you just want to stay closed-minded and say, oh, he thinks he knows everything. Like, why don't you actually see what I know? Ask a question and I'll show you what I know if you want to know. What's up, Allison? Isaac says, do you believe in God? I don't believe in God, I know God. I know him. It's not that I know God, it's that I know that God is. And God's just a word, that's a word. Are you having ideas of what God is, or are you just living life? Because if you're just living life, there will be an unseen intelligence that you could call God. It's an infinite intelligence that is everything, and it unconditionally loves you and loves everything. And you can connect with it if you want, and you can call it God, you can call it the universe. It doesn't matter what you call it, but it's a thing, it's there, if you want to connect. What are your experiences with this God? This whole experience is God. All of this, you're having the experience. Like, it's nothing I could put into words. It's happening right here and now. This is it. Are you scared of God? Nah, I'm not. I know he could make me disappear just like this. Just snap his fingers and I'd be gone. But I'm not afraid of it. What does God think of your smoking? You can ask him. It's not up to me to say what he thinks. I don't know. Ask him. People are so quick to assume, but they don't actually look and try to find the truth. What makes you think God is a male? God doesn't have gender. That's why I don't like using the word God, is because the moment I say the word God, everybody has ideas about what it is. Like, it's so beyond everything you could ever know. You could never even put it into words, and to put it into a 3-letter word and say, oh, it's God. That's almost like disrespectful to what it is. It's so infinite. It's everything. It's literally everything. Sylvia, thanks for the donation. You said, do you think having different archetypes make everyone navigate the knowledge in different ways? Yes. Isaac says, someone asked, are you a human? And you said you are not. Can you explain what you are then? In the same way you can't say what God is, you also can't say what I am. And you also can't say what you are. What's up, Nick? Changed a lot since middle school. Seem happier now? Yeah, I definitely am. I was kind of depressed in middle school. Are you the guy who like drew pictures a bunch? I don't know if I'm remembering correctly. Thanks for the donation, fighting. It's funny to see you here, Nick. Yeah, I feel you, realist. This world can be very distracting. Can be very distracting, but really all you need to do is close your eyes. Close your eyes and the whole world disappears. Any suggestions for a first mushroom trip? Just go into it with no expectations. Be in nature if you can, like be outside. And just enjoy it. And if you feel like overwhelmed, just remember like, oh, I'm just tripping on mushrooms. It's gonna go away. Because there are times where if you take mushrooms, you will forget that that feeling will go away and you kind of get stuck. You're like, oh, I'm gonna be stuck here forever. But it always passes. So if you can remember that, you'll feel fine. Yeah, I feel you, Romy. That happens to me too. All right, guys, I'm gonna go live my life a little bit. Spider, how do you feel just hating? Like, does it make you feel... I guess you think it's funny. That's probably why you're doing it. If you're even a real person. You might just be like an AI, a chat bot. It's hard to believe a real person would just sit there on a live stream and write hate comments for an hour straight. But if it makes you happy, hey, keep doing it, because it's not bothering me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Especially you, Spider. Love you all. All right. See you guys.